MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Seattle Mariners. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, because this is a 5-game series, this is an elimination game. I think that any time a team's season is on the line, they have to play like it. I think they'll be really aggressive and try to force the other team into some mistakes. If they play well, all of a sudden this series is all tied up, and we'll have a Game 5 to look forward to.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2022 Seattle Mariners.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Armando Reyna is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, one thing to look out for him, Matt, is if he can avoid the big inning. It's not that big of a deal to give up a run here or there, but sometimes he can be prone to giving up 3 or 4 in an inning, and that kind of derails the whole start when that happens. Limit the damage, and he'll be just fine.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap.
Batting third baseman, Sam Tuttle.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out. All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
At the plate, Ken Griffey. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer to the left side, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
At the plate, Sam Tuttle.
Third baseman, Sam Tuttle.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Too tight with that one. 3-0. .3-0 pitch. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Ready for another shot now. Sam Tuttle. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good 4-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now. 3-1.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had Robot on.
At the plate, number 19. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. The 1-2. Runner goes for second. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them.
Striding into the box, Sam Tuttle. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Missed with a slider.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Clu Haywood would be next. Another full count offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag, and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting the result.
Sergio Valdez takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Into the box now, Clu Haywood. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Tuttle leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
So striding forward now, Jack Elliot. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
0-1, here's the pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Two down, runners at first and second.
Nope.
Missed with a breaking ball.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive. with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Fouled away.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 2-2 one more time. Just hung in there on that one. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Up around the face.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Now the payoff pitch home. Shoots this one over to first. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Stepping in, Sam Tuttle. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First offering on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Two out, bases loaded. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Last chance for the Yankees. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game. And it took 6 here to get the job done. But, hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. Seattle have evened up the series at 2 wins apiece. Jeff Nelson is the winning pitcher of record. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our final line